Yo, what is good, YouTuber? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new evolved pink diamond DIRK NOWITZKI. Want to give a massive shout out to my boy Noah for letting me hop on his account to record this gameplay. Really appreciate that a ton. He managed to pick up and evo DIRK NOWITZKI already. I don't actually know what DIRK's evo was. I assume it was probably steals or blocks. I think probably blocks because it's a defensive evo. Or no, I'd say it's a dunking evo, so I guess it was probably dunks. The dunks are pretty easy. I didn't evo the card. Obviously, my boy Noah did, but I'm excited to use him. DIRK's my favorite player of all time. Incredibly excited to use the German Jesus, see how good he is. Unfortunately, he's not that fast, but I think that might be his biggest flaw, and I think he might actually be a pretty good card all the way around still. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 17,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of my team content. Channel's growing like crazy. Y'all been killing it. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. DIRK is a 7-footer, 99 offense, 91 defense, 75 driving layup, 98 post fade. Of course, that's super high. 95 close shot, 97 mid range, 95 three ball, 94 free throw, 95 standing and driving dunk. All the offensive stats are incredible except for the ball handling. But 82 block, 85 interior, 75 stealing perimeter. He's not a terrible perimeter defender. He's a very good rebounder. He's got 74 speed. That's low. You're definitely going to want to boost up his speed with a shoe if you do get the card. But he's got great vertical, 84 strength, 92 stamina, 75 lateral quickness. Like defensively, he's honestly not even that bad. It's just that he's slow. That's his biggest flaw. 15 hops or posterizer, rise up, agent 3 blinders, catch and shoot, claymore, corner specialist, dead eye, green machine guard up, limitless range, midi magician, pogo stick, precision dunker, and post fade phenom. He is incredibly good as a shooter and a dunker. It just doesn't have the great playmaking. Defensively, he's okay, but not great. I mean, defensively, he's got gold brick wall. He's got silver anchor, chase down artist, interceptor, post lockdown, rebound chaser, bronze movable force. At least he's got something, but he's slow. He doesn't really have much playmaking ability. I think number one, he can't play the 4. He has to play the 5 if you're going to use DIRK. I think he may struggle at times at the 5, though, against a faster, more athletic center. I don't say athletic in terms of dunking, because obviously DIRK's a great dunker. I mean, he's going to be insane as a slasher. He's just not fast. So that means getting to the spots where you can dunk the ball can be tough to do. His release is not elite, but I will say it's fine. It is easy enough to green. It's a little bit on the slower end, but at center, it will work. And obviously with his badges and his range, he will be an incredible shooter. So I'm really not worried about the release, regardless of it not being the fastest release in the world. I can work with that. I know his spin jumper creates an insane amount of separation as well and is also really good. So if you're going to use DIRK, that is one thing to use with him. I may pick up DIRK. I don't have the MT for him currently, but if I do wind up getting it, I may very well wind up picking up and evoing DIRK because I do want to use him. He's my favorite player of all time. His fade is pretty good as well. Overall, I do think DIRK's going to be a really good card. I'm very excited to use him in a lot of ways offensively. I just wish he was a little faster. I think that's going to hurt him defensively. He's best at the center, and I do actually think there's a really good chance he's a top 5 center in the game. I just think he could have been a little bit better. With that being said, excited to use the card, top into a game. See what DIRK can do. All right, going up against Pat Nation 21 has Suggs, Franz, Chris Middleton, AD, and Sean Bradley. Honestly, not that great of a team. Besides the Franz and Suggs duo, the rest of his squad isn't very good. And Sean Bradley is one of those centers who is not at all going to contain DIRK in terms of speed and also have the speed to exploit him. Sean Bradley is on the opposite end. He's incredibly slow. Not actually a very good card at this point. I wouldn't really recommend using him despite his size because he's just so slow. He can't guard anybody. DIRK gets a wide open 3. First possession of the game, and if DIRK ever gets an open shot, it's going to be the same result basically every single time. He has one of the easiest to green releases in the game, in my opinion, and it is going to be green. With his shooting badges, stats, and his release, he is going to green every single wide open shot. Is it the fastest release in the world? No, and I fully am aware of that, but it is incredibly easy to green and still will be very, very good as a shooter. Interior-wise, good anchor. Stop there, gets an 84% contest on a 7'6" player. That you love to see. Kick it to the corner. He pushed the ball in transition quite well, and he's wide open for a 3. Really locates open. Good shot. DIRK NOWITZKI, green light again, and that's 2 open 3 balls already. I understand the opponent's team is not the best, but this is a great start regardless. We're coming over with DIRK to help down. Now we can guard Sean Bradley. We somehow get a double team animation, get a jump ball out of it. I don't think I'm going to win the jump ball with Lonzo versus AD, but I'll take it regardless. Very nice start to this game. I think people are sleeping on DIRK a little bit because he is slow and because of the kind of the fact that people are used to DIRK cards kind of sucking in my team, and I would say fairly so, at least to a certain extent. But I think this card is definitely better because of, yes, that dunking ability, but also because he's not an incapable defensive player, and obviously he's absolutely insane offensively. I just missed as I miss a layup. Never mind. Apparently he sucks offensively. I don't know how I missed that layup. To be fair, I timed it awfully. That was like as bad as I could have possibly timed that. I think I'd make that if I time it any better. That was really horribly timed. So that's on me. But Let's hope over here a little bit, step up, and there we go. He just steps out of bounds. Perfect. Chris Middleton, not that good of a card. We will take that stop. And we have a 6-0 lead with the ball, able to hopefully extend. Let's try to use Dirk's athletic ability, though. I haven't really attempted to get downhill with him at all yet. That is the one problem with Dirk, is the speed is going to prevent him from getting downhill and using that dunking as much as you'd like. But I do think he can still do it, and if he gets downhill to the lane, he can drive to the rim and not finish on Chris Middleton. Okay, wow. Well, I guess I need to stick dunk that, because apparently he didn't want to finish. I'm dunking the next one, though, for sure. We're stick dunking, and if I miss it, I miss it. But we're putting somebody in the rim. 95 standing and 95 driving dunk is enough to do a lot of damage around the rim if you can get to the spot. It's just, I do truly believe, kind of hard to get to the spot with this Dirk card. Get it inside to him again. That should be okay. He lays it up. He's kind of far from the rim there. He didn't dunk the ball, but he's not looking very athletic. I'm going to be honest. That's the problem. Even with a really high dunking attribute, you have to get to the spots where you can trigger the dunks, right? And with low speed, it's kind of hard to get to those spots. That's the problem. That's the one flaw with this Dirk Nowitzki, and kind of the logic with him getting an athleticism upgrade in dunking, but not getting a speed upgrade, that kind of hurts the card. I think I'm going to be open on the slip here, and hopefully we can finish this. Okay, he has 3 dudes rotating over. I don't know why his whole team is sitting in the paint waiting for Dirk. Apparently, we're just, that's the defense, but whatever. Run the floor here. Dirk, catch, dunk, please. Just go dunk the ball. Thank you, Dirk. Standing dunk. Beautiful stuff. Show me that athletic ability, and he does finish that one. When he gets to the spot, he will be a great dunker. Half posterizer, half rise up, gold precision dunker, all the stuff he needs to finish around the rim at a very high level. You just have to get to those spots. Sometimes it can be tough to get to those spots when you only have 74, 78, or even, 80 speed with Mike D'Antoni. Actually, I don't think D'Antoni gives a speed boost, so he'd have, 78 speed at max. That's just a little slower than the mid-90s, low to mid-90s that you're going to get with some of these other centers that are being used at the highest level right now. So for me, that just hurts Dirk a lot, and that prevents him from being quite at the top tier of the bigs, but he's still decently high on the list, if that makes sense. Attack the rim here. Dirk, get to downhill, and I did not mean to shoot a floater. Was trying to stick dunk, and he decided to go up with a floater. That is very unfortunate. Throw it to the corner, please. Turn the ball over. Turn the ball over. Oh, he tried to turn the ball over. Apparently, LeBron didn't want to steal it. We got to stop anyway, and Dirk gets another board. He's already got 3, and he crosses over, pushing the ball up the court. Stop. Pop. Dirk Nowitzki for 3 is, oh my gosh, that's such a good shot too, and he was open. It was actually a very makeable shot. Crossover here. Dirk, attack the rim. Dirk all the way. There's the foul draw, and that's the ability to get downhill and make something happen. Good job by Dirk getting towards that rim, drawing the foul. We will take it. I'm not insanely impressed as a whole by Dirk. I think he's good. I think he's a very good popper, which is a big part of a lot of centers. A lot of people run a lot of pick and pops, so that's really useful. As a pick and roll center, he's a little slow as a roll man. I do think he can catch and attack the rim a little bit off the dribble, but he's a little slow, so beating people off the dribble is going to be a little bit of a challenge at times. Defensively, he's not awful, but he's not great. Definitely more suited for the 5 than the 4 with his size and the fact that he does at least have some sort of anchor and stuff. There is a lot to like about this card and a lot to dislike, if that makes sense. That was a bad shot. We're going to go to the free throw line. He's going to get 3 points out of it, though, so I will take that. Not going to complain. Terrible shot selection. I was getting contested, obviously. He doesn't have a fast enough release to get that shot off. Not that I'm not sure very many people have a fast enough release to actually get that shot off, but I mean, 15 points and 3 rebounds is a very, very solid performance in less than 4 minutes of gameplay as a whole. I do think he's played quite well. Does he have takeover? He does have takeover, I think. Sharp take. All right. We're going to try to get him 1 deep 3 or 1 something crazy. We're going to do something with Dirk that's exciting. Try to get 1 little highlight with him before we call this a gameplay. D up, Jimmy. Good. Get to the corner. Beautiful job, Lonzo. Wall up, and he goes up on a questionable shot, and Dirk gets the board. Dirk's pushing the ball in transition. Stop. Pop from absolute Narnia. That should be green. Let's go. Look at Dirk from absolutely Narnia. He can shoot from anywhere. That's one of the huge values of this card, like I said, is that ability to just bomb. He's a pretty good rebounder. I would upgrade his rebounder chaser if you could, if you have the Hall of Fame badges and stuff. Front fade in here, though. Oh, my Lord. How many bigs are doing that? None of them, except for Dirk Nowitzki, maybe, in this game right now. I'm not doing it with D-Rob, I'll tell y'all that, and he was the best shooting center before Dirk. Dirk, as a shooter, is a different level at the center position. I don't care what the release is, and I understand it's not the greatest. He is insanely good as a shooter, and he's showcasing it right there. The dunking is just a plus, and the fact that he's a capable defender is a plus. It makes this Dirk card very viable. Is he the best center in the game? No. Is he top 5? I truly do believe the answer is yes. I would put him on the patch Patrick Ewing level at the center position, probably on the Dikembe Mutombo level or pretty close to it at the center position as well. I mean, you can shoot anything from anywhere, especially with sharp take, as I freaking miss, of course, because I suck. Regardless, I got a wide open shot. I missed it. I'm bad. It is what it is. Incredible performance. 22 points, 5 rebounds, and just some bombs down the stretch. He played amazing, and I'm incredibly impressed. 6 of 11, 4 of 5 from 3, 22 and 5, as well as a steal. I think he's awesome. I think the dunking is honestly just a plus. I wish he had more speed. It would really make him one of the very best centers in the game, but he's still a very viable card. Top 5 center in my opinion. I think Dirk is a really good card. So that is it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.